Holy cow. That was horrible. We decided we were going to go see the green sand beach. And we drove about as far as we could. And then decided that we were going to walk. Yeah, we never made it.
A little further than what we thought it was.
I think we might have made it about halfway there.
If that.
The coolest part of this whole particular little journey is the dust out here. It's not sand, it's not dirt, it's dust, and it looks like moon dust. Aloha! You want to say anything to your family?
Actually, though, that's what they did.
Gonna do it again?
No.
Give us a review.
Pretty good, actually. It's a little further down what you think it is.
And the elevator?
I actually got pretty lucky. Timed it pretty much right. Didn't have to hang on really hard or anything, just come right up.
Well, as a reward for a failed attempt at the green sand beach, we just stopped at Paradise Orchards. And we had a free coffee tasting, honey tasting, macadamia nut tasting, and chocolate tasting. And now I don't need dinner. The gal who did our sampling for us was super nice. Great little salesman. I got a whole bag full of stuff thanks to her. Bye. Well, we got the adventure shirts on, so you know what that means. Last night was an adventure. We camped on Mount Aloha at 4,000 feet elevation, and I had leggings and an extra blanket on last
It's like
night.
we were camping in Oregon.
Kinda, yeah.
It was nice. It was nice. It was
It
nice
was
and peaceful.
so quiet.
We weren't that far off the highway, and it was still really quiet.
But there was no ocean sounds or anything, so that was kind of a bummer. But we camped on a volcano, on an active volcano. So there's one of our 1,000 ways to die. Dinner was a little damp. Breakfast this morning was a little damp. Everything was a little damp. And I was told there were hot showers up there, but they're only for the guys that rent the cabins. So I washed my hair in the kitchen sink and then showered with this. And you can see the little picture here. That's actually how big these things are. And they take everything, all the odor, all the salt, all the sand, all the everything.
If you want to go camping and you know you're not going to have showers,
Yeah. Today, we're going to do a coffee farm tour, and later today, a chocolate farm tour. I did just hear about a seahorse farm in Kona that we're probably not going to do, but would love to. And I also know that there's vanilla farm tours here on the island.
that we're not going to get to do.
But on the way here, we were just driving by and they were setting up a farmer's market. So we stopped in there, and I have found my food adventure Rubicon. So excited. I am so excited. We found jackfruit, and we found a lady who had them and had done all the work. She has extracted the meat of the fruit, so we don't have to do any of that. And we found some other goodies at that local market that we're going to try later on. So stay tuned for that, because there's going to be some interesting stuff that I have never heard of until today. So onward to some sort of farm tour today.
Chocolate.
The chocolate place, at least, they do everything right there on that property. They grow the cacao pods, they cure them, dry them, whatever it is that they need to do, and then They have all of the machinery there to separate the chocolate from the bean.
They do everything from growing it to feeding it to you.
Yeah, everything in between. It was actually pretty cool. We did learn it was called the original Hawaiian chocolate factory for a reason, because it is the first chocolate farm in Hawaii. Yeah, that was fun and informative and very, very tasty.
Yes, it was.
And then this afternoon we went to the coffee farm, and Kona Coffee, what did she say? It was like 1.5 miles wide by 30 miles long.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's the Kona Coffee growing district. She said that particular farm had 40 acres and
20,000 trees.
And again, all hand-picked berries.
You hear the term coffee beans. They're actually basically the pit of a cherry.
And in case you didn't know, the lighter the roast, the more caffeine. That was also a tasty tour. We got to try, we had the option to try 5 different flavors of brewed coffee. Are you a converted coffee drinker, babe?
Not even close.
Love to him for taking me on the coffee tour. Thanks, honey. So that is all for today. It is currently 6 o'clock. It is getting dark, and we
haven't set up camp yet.
I guess tomorrow the plan is to basically snorkel as much as we can, because it'll be our last day to do that on the island. I guess we'll see you guys later.
See you in the morning.
Aloha. Good morning.
Morning.
Coming at you today from Punaluu Black Sand Beach. And we're doing what we do best, making breakfast. And today we have our food adventures. So I think we're going to start with these guys. These are called apple bananas. So good.
It's a baby banana.
Okay, so next up we have these little guys. And these tiny little things are called pineapple guava. Basically, all you do is you cut the top off, and then you just squeeze it into your mouth. Yep, just squeeze it in. Just trust me, it's good. It's good.
What does that taste like?
I don't know. I mean,
Really
it's
good, though.
It's different. Doesn't look like much, but
That's what you're getting.
the last thing we have today is passion fruit. They look like this, and she said the more wrinkly they are, the sweeter they are. Oh, it smells good. That is good. It's kind of tangy. That's what
Very tangy. No, I'm not a fan though.
Oh,
There we go. That's a
that's
full
a
one.
good one.
Yeah, that's a full one there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It is kind of tart. Finally today, one of the unique things about the jackfruit is that you can take the meat of the fruit and turn it into vegan pulled pork. So that's what the meat looks like.
What the hell was that part of it?
Ooh! I don't know. I don't know. I don't think maybe we're supposed to eat that part. So,
To me,
it's really fibrous.
it's very fibrous, and it's almost got a cantaloupe taste to it.
I don't like it. I'm not a fan of the jackfruit. Yeah, that's going to kind of do it for our food adventures for the day. I think I'm going to have a breakfast burrito, some apple banana, and some pineapple guava. We'll see you later from the next dive site. Out of your fans.
You
we are into covering our last little bit of the island that we haven't been around to yet. We are on the eastern side of Mount Aloha. We are headed to, it's an area just outside of Hilo, and it's called Carl Smith Beach Park. And according to the reviews, the snorkeling is good there, and we have a pretty good chance of seeing more sea turtles. Let's go see what we can see. And couldn't really find a good way to get into the water, so we just went on down to Pui Bay and we saw a turtle. I did have him take me to the farmers market here in Hilo again, and I was on the lookout for mountain apples and yellow dragon fruit. Did not find yellow dragon fruit today, but I did get the mountain apple. That's different. To me, it has a consistency more like a carrot.
It's actually very plain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not sweet at all.
Yeah. And they call them sweet mountain apples. I'll eat it for the medicinal value. There's something that we've run into a lot here. People say, oh, you should eat this. It's medicinal. Medicinal for what? Now, we are... I think we're going to go camp at Lapa Hoi Hoi again. It was the first place that we camped whenever we got here. And I think it's going to be the last place that we camp before we leave. So, see you later.